Hi, this is Graphically Alex coming at you with all things fat related. If that's something that interests you, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Today we have, I guess these two fat actresses, I think, if I know that correctly. I know at least one of them is, but they're doing this collaboration, or they did this collaboration where they did a bunch of TikToks about being fat, and I just wanted to react to it. Basically, Eric sent this to me on Instagram, and yeah, let's just say when I watched one of them, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a video at some point. So let's go ahead and get started.
We're fat. Of course we're wearing bike shorts underneath skirts and dresses. No chub rub here. We're fat.
Okay, so I'm just gonna break down every point, because why not? Chub rub is a nightmare. Absolutely. I used to have it a lot more when I was younger. I think I got to a point where I was just so big that my thighs just congealed onto each other and it didn't rub as much. But there was still moments when I was fatter, when I started being active, where my pants totally were trashed really, really fast, which honestly, that hasn't happened since 2022. So hashtag non-scale victory.
Of course the only medical advice we've ever received is to lose weight, no matter the ailment.
Okay, so I think that that's kind of a lie. I think that's hyperbolistic, or hyperbolic. Oh my gosh, why am I talking like this right now? Sorry, guys. That's hyperbolic for sure. I think, there were plenty of times when I went to the doctor and it was yeah, you gotta drink water. I mean, I've gotten so much useless advice from going to the doctor, but it wasn't always just oh, you gotta lose weight, I don't know. I just think that that's hyperbole. I'm not gonna say hyperbolistic again. Gosh, I'm making up my own words here.
We're fat. Of course we grew up wearing a t-shirt over our bathing suit.
That's facts. I have done that forever.
We're fat. Of course we're gonna pull our shirts down over our knees to stretch them out a little bit. That's normal.
Yeah, I used to. I'll tell you that much. I don't really anymore, just because I don't know. That's when I was a kid or something. They're pulling shit out from the depths. Okay. But I think part of their shtick with these TikToks is to kind of bring up these relatable things so you can feel like you agree with them. And then they drop a bomb in every single one of them, which I'll tell you when the bomb comes. Or actually, I don't even need to tell you. You guys will know. I'm not going to assume you guys are dumb.
We're fat. Of course men are rude to us in public, but slide into those DMs.
I mean, I'm not going to speak to that necessarily because I'm not, female, but I have been catcalled in public a couple times being fat. But I think in the gay world, it's just super blatant. This one time, this guy literally, I was in California, and literally, he was driving a truck. I don't know what kind of truck it was. It's almost it'd be something that would deliver gasoline to a gas station, tow truck, okay? I was walking down the street in California and I was listening to Style by Taylor Swift, which is really gay that I've been a Swiftie for this long and that I was doing that. And I guess I was walking a certain way while I was listening to it. And he stops the truck in the middle of the street, shouts out at me. I was huh? I had to take out my headphones. And he's like, "Are you gay? Are you gay?" And I was because I just, I don't know, call me a tragic millennial, but I'm always jarred when I'm asked that question because I don't know what somebody's intentions are. And I just said, yeah, or something, or I guess I said something gay like that. I don't know what I said. And he was like, oh, well, you have a really big booty and I have a really big D. Do you want to go to a bathroom somewhere and do something? And I was like, no. I was like, no, thank you. So that one was scarring. Then I had another time. This one was in Alabama, which I did not expect at all. Okay, I never expected that to happen in Alabama. This was like much later. The first one was in like 2016. This one was 2022. And I was just walking. I was in the parking lot at the grocery store. And this guy like walked over to me. And it's so random to me, but he was British, which is so weird. He was British and he was married to a guy, which is even weirder. But anyways, that came later, like, because I talked to him a couple times, because he was very persistent. But this first time, he called me out. He was like, are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? And I was like, I guess, or something. I think that time I did say I guess, which is really lame. I don't know. I don't know what I said. I can't remember. I either said yes or I guess or something. And he was like, oh my gosh. He's like, do you want to go over there and give me a blowjob? And I was like, no. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm Christian. I don't do that. That's what I said. And he was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with the way I look? And I was like, no, like, you look fine. It was so weird. So I don't know, you guys. You want to say, like, that that's being treated badly in public, I guess, you know. I don't know. It was weird. It's just weird. I feel like people they just don't have as much filter when you're really fat. Like, I don't think that would ever happen to me again. I don't think. I mean, who knows? I'll let you guys know if it happens again, but anyways.
We're fat. Of course I've done the Weight Watchers diet. Slim Fast. Jenny Craig.
I think I've done Weight Watchers. I did drink Slim Fast, but Slim Fast is seed oil fast. It's horrible. It's so bad. I think it's literally a psyop. It is designed to make you not lose weight. It's horrible. Jenny Craig is the same.
Nutrisystem,
PUFA system, seed oil system. South Beach, I don't remember. I don't think I ever did that.
South Beach. Kellogg's Red Berry.
The Kellogg's Red Berries thing, I think I tried to do that low-key, but not really. I just wanted to eat a whole box of cereal, basically, which is what I would do. That's like, we're getting deep into the 2000s, you know? Like, deep.
Atkins diet. Full 30.
I don't think I ever tried Atkins completely. I definitely tried very hardcore keto. Not a great experience. The Whole30, no, but paleo, yes. That was a better experience, but it did still ultimately fail me.
We're fat. Of course.
Because I had paleo. I had too many estrogenic foods when I was paleo. That was I didn't know. My weight plateaued. Classic.
Of course, we endured a childhood of internalized fat phobia.
Oh, okay. I told you guys I wasn't going to tell you when they're going to drop the bomb, but I just did because my brain is too reactive. So they started doing it and I just said it. So I'm just going to let it play all the way through.
It's Atkins diet. Full 30. We're fat. Of course, we endured a childhood of internalized fat phobia, only to find fat scholarship later in life and discover that anti-fatness is rooted in misogyny, racism, colonialism, and has evolved to be a major tool of patriarchal capitalism. And we've discovered that the way to truly make everyone better and happier is to love ourselves in a way that is rebellious and authentic.
She could barely breathe. She could barely get it out. It's like, girl, I mean... Oh, what a fail. What an optics fail when you're trying to be like on your high horse and you're like, like, because you're having a hard time talking and walking at the same time. Remember how when you work out, they say that you should exercise to the point where you can't talk? I guess she was there. She was getting a cardio benefit from that pace. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I also just want to say the term fat scholarship, like, Gosh, you guys are just giving me more and more ideas. Do I need to like make a video as a fat scholar? Do we need to have more characters on here, not just the witch? Because I do have a graduation cap, so I could be a fat scholar as well. But like, what is that? That is so cheesy. Like, no, just no. No.
Keto or fat.
Okay, we're on the next one now. Here we go. I have to take a breath. Okay.
Of course, we're monitoring everyone else's food intake because God forbid I eat more than the thins.
Yeah, until you get home and then you just binge anyway. Sorry. Oops, was that the part that I was supposed to hide? I mean, I think I just betrayed all the other fatties for a second. I mean, yeah, totally. Totally. No, I've been that way though. Like, this is stuff that I used to be like when I was a teenager. So I guess they never quite aged out of that, you know, that high school mindset. It's really lasting quite a while.
We're fat. Of course, all of our pants are going to die in the exact same way.
That is facts. So when I told you guys I would lose my pants, like in 2021, it was so bad. And I was so broke that I was struggling because I couldn't even afford to buy like a pair of Walmart pants. So I'd have to just deal with it, and it was so painful. And like going into January of 2022, it was horrible. It was so bad. But literally, like I would burn through pants like fast. It was horrible. It was so bad. And the crazy thing is, like, since I have lost weight, it has never happened to another pair of pants. Which, you know, now I wear a whole size down. Because I was wearing a 3X and it was really a 4, but I was wearing a 3, and that's why they would fall apart. But ever since I got to like a 2X in pants, it's never happened to me again. So there's a hack for you.
We're fat. Of course, on dating apps, we're going to use full body pictures and say in the profile, I am fat, just to make sure we're not coming across as a catfish.
So they should do that. But I don't know if you need to say I am fat, but you should probably at least have a full body picture, and that will communicate enough. But I don't think that that's a bad idea. Okay.
We're fat. Of course, a thin person is going to say, I feel fat to our faces when we are actively 5 times their body weight.
And of course, as a fat activist, you're going to take it as an insult, even though you say you don't. Even though you say it's a good thing, even though you say it's neutral. It doesn't feel neutral. Does it?
We're fat. Of course, the only surgery our bodies qualify for is weight loss surgery. Weird.
I think it's because it's like a cost benefits analysis. I also don't think it's the only surgery. Again, hyperbole. Not hyperbolical. Not whatever the else I'm going to say. Hyperbole. Hyperbolic. Not true. I got my tonsils taken out and I was still fat. I was smo and I got my tonsils taken out and I went under anesthesia. That was when I was in high school, but still. You said every surgery. You know, every single surgery. Okay. I guess I slipped through the cracks of the system, I guess, didn't I?
We're fat. Of course, people think using the word fat is going to hurt our feelings.
Of course, you act like it did.
But they will call us curvy, thick, voluptuous, chubby, fluffy, soft, big boned, or fat. Of course, we mourn for the body that could have been before toxic diet.
Okay, we're ready for the bomb. I have to prepare myself. I'm tired. It's late. Let me prepare. Okay.
Curvy, thick, voluptuous.
I love too how they're like, I don't like that you're using all these terms, but don't say that you feel fat in front of me because that's wrong. It's confusing. You guys are nuts. That's nutty.
Chubby, fluffy, soft, big boned, or fat. Of course, we mourn for the body that could have been before toxic diet culture was thrust upon us at such a young age, which has led to a lifetime of disordered eating. But we really can't have eating disorders because if we have eating disorders, why are we still fat?
That's not true. Gosh, like, do you think that they're just like blind? Do you think that they're willfully blind? Do you think that the system has failed and they are not aware of BED? Because dieting and restriction is a part of BED. I feel like I have to say this like every time I come on my channel now, but you know, it's the Amberlyn Reed dieting cycle. That's BED. It's a part of it. You're not always just eating and eating and eating, because the cycle is eat and eat and eat, get scared or feel guilty. So get scared of the health consequences or feel too guilty about it or hate your body too much. Then try to restrict. Then do something unsustainable. Then binge again. Rinse, wash, repeat. And those phases can last quite a while. They can last weeks at a time. But it's still the same cycle. It can last months sometimes. And certainly the cycle can go on for years and years until you put it to an end. But I don't think they acknowledge that. Like, I would hope that you guys understand that there is an eating disorder. Ooh, I guess I shouldn't say it, but whatever. I kind of went off the rails in this video, so I guess we'll see what happens. But I guess, you know, we can see that. I hope you guys can see that there is an ED that makes your weight go up. I mean, hello, you know, it's over here. It's BED. I've been talking about it a lot. People, they don't acknowledge it. What they're describing is BED. And I don't know if they realize that they're implicating themselves in that.
Nikki, stop. You're not fat. You're beautiful.
So I find it weird that they make fun of that, because it's like, I don't even know. Like, what are you even supposed to take from that? You know what I mean? Like, even, let's say I was just a casual viewer, I wouldn't know what to do with a fat person after that. That's terrible activism. Okay, I think we're on the last one.
We're fat. Of course, the moment we sit down on the couch, we're going to grab a little pillow and hide our bellies.
I used to do that in high school. I'm telling you, these women are on high school maturity levels. I used to do that in high school all the time.
We're fat. Of course, all of our targeted ads on social media are for shapewear. Only shapewear. The only product in the world is shapewear. We're fat. Of course, we can't buy anything last minute because they don't carry our sizes in store.
That's true. I mean, I guess if it's at like a really big size, but yeah. I always have to go to like a big and tall section, but I don't know. Who's even, like, to me, I'm like, who's even doing anything anymore where you have to buy something last minute? I mean, I guess I'm just too much of a loser. I'm a loser, I guess. I'm broke. I'm a broke loser. So, I'm a broke loser that gets catcalled in the parking lot. But not anymore, because I'm mid-fat now, so nothing happens now. I don't get no attention anymore. Anyways.
We're fat. If we show any skin during any season, of course someone is going to say we're so brave. Should I go to war?
I don't know what they should say then. You look horrible. That would be very clear, I guess, wouldn't it? That would be pretty direct. That'd be so harsh. Could you imagine somebody saying that to you? If you go out with like your Buffy arms. My mom calls it Buffy arms. If you go out with your Buffy arms showing and then someone just goes, that looks horrible. You look horrible. I guess that would be nicer to them, huh?
We're fat. Of course we're going to sit at a table and not in a booth. You're not making me squeeze in there.
I definitely advise fat people to advocate to try to sit in a chair. I actually can fit in a booth most of the time now. So, just saying.
We're fat. Of course, we've had things suggested to us that are actively dangerous to avoid being fat. Caffeine pills, meal replacement shit.
That's true. This is true.
Running outside with a garbage bag on. Master cleanse. Literal surgery. Fat camp. We're fat. Of course, we grew up thinking that we had to be the funniest and the smartest and the nicest.
Okay, this is them. I never felt this way. But there's plenty of fat people that didn't feel this way. I'm going to let her finish. I'm going to let you finish. 1 second.
Yeah, we're fat. Of course, we grew up thinking that we had to be the funniest and the smartest and the nicest because we had no inherent value given this physical form on this earth, which led to a pattern of people pleasing that can only be corrected through sustained therapy and community. Just stop.
She actually got that one out. I'm proud of her. Can we get a clap? You got it out. You didn't struggle to breathe that time. Okay. What I will say is, to super projection, that's not the case for every fat person whatsoever. There are certain aspects that can be people pleasing for sure, but not anymore. Like, that's how they took it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I definitely had some people pleaser qualities, like in high school. But that died a very bitter death very fast in my life. It was pretty much over by the age of 21. So, I mean, really, it was like, I think I was 21 and it was pretty much done. So I don't think that that's common for every single fat person. It's just a stereotype, which again, there's supposedly they don't stereotype people, but they do. You know, but I think a lot of people, even if you're thin, people are like people pleasery in high school, you know, because you care about what people think a lot. So I just think it's an immaturity thing, honestly, to a certain extent. I know that could be harsh to some people who are like very people pleaser, but I'm just saying, like, if there's this all fat people are people pleaser, maybe in high school. I don't think so after that. Anyways, you guys, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this YouTube video doesn't get me banned. Hopefully my channel isn't shut down after this. Oh my gosh. I knew that wouldn't disappoint, but anyways, if you liked it, please like the video, please subscribe, etc. We're trying to get this channel off the ground. It's struggling with the weight of this passenger on this plane, aka channel, is struggling. It's like it's trying to get off, but it keeps falling back. So any little bit helps. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.